The Red Raider basketball team hosted Kansas on Saturday in one of the biggest games to ever be played in the USA. Coming up, MCTV's Casey Buscher will be in with a look back at this weekend's history-making contest.
Stormtroopers, superheroes, and popular anime characters all showed up to the Lubbock Civic Center this weekend. We'll show you how people from throughout the South Plains came together to celebrate the world of entertainment.
And another college department is showcasing the creativity tech students have to offer. We'll have a look back at last week's Diversity Art Fair.
This is the MCTV Weekday Update.
Welcome to the Monday edition of the MCTV Weekday Update. I'm Alyssa Riojas.
And I'm Gabrielle Taite. This past Saturday, the Red Raider basketball team defended their highest ranking in school history in the United Supermarkets Arena.
That's right, Gabrielle. A lot was on the line as number 6 Texas Tech took on the number 8 Kansas Jayhawks. But could Tech continue their history-making run? MCTV's Casey Buscher joins us with the details. Casey?
Thanks, Alyssa and Gabrielle. Another sellout crowd filled the USA on Saturday, hoping to cheer our Red Raiders on to victory. Unfortunately, Tech came up just short of a second regular season win against the Kansas Jayhawks. The Red Raiders fought hard against Kansas, but the guys never led during Saturday's game. Kansas's Devontae Graham stepped up and led the Jayhawks to a 74-72 victory. Graham was the Jayhawks' leading scorer with 18 of its 26 points coming after halftime. To the Red Raiders' credit, they came back from a 9-point deficit with just under 5 minutes left in the game and stayed neck and neck with the Jayhawks until the buzzer. Unfortunately, a couple of fouls and missed attempts in the last few possessions left by Tech, down by 2 points at the end of regulation. Saturday's loss extended Tech's current losing streak to 3. Along with the losses, the Red Raiders also dropped 6 spots to number 12 in today's AP Top 25 poll. 2 games remain on the schedule, which should give Tech at least one more chance to move up in the rankings before March Madness begins. Coming up in sports, I'll have a look back at highlights from the game, along with a look back at ESPN's College Game Day on Saturday morning. Back to you, Gabrielle.
Thanks, Casey. Basketball may have been the biggest event happening in the Hub City this weekend, but it certainly wasn't the only option. Fans of entertainment spanning from comics to movies to video games filled the Lubbock Civic Center for the 2018 edition of LubbockCon. MCTV's Nick Hayes has the sights and sounds of this special event.
We are a completely fan-driven, community-based event where we've got areas of all interest in nerd and geekery from all sorts of different areas. So whether it be panels, academia, zombies, anything space-related, sci-fi, horror, fantasy, all of those things are represented here pretty equally at the con. So any interest within those, especially tabletop gaming as well, and even pageantry and like costume contests too. So cosplay is pretty well represented. You may see a few of those people wandering around, but we wanted to make sure that we try and cover the gamut of what people are interested here in Lubbock.
Well, we got invited by Star Comics, and I mean, for us, this is a really big deal because we get a little bit of exposure outside of school. You know, we get out into the actual Lubbock community, which is really nice because we've had a lot of people who we can kind of talk about our channel, and they've said they'll subscribe to us. We'll see if they do. It's been really fun. It's really cool to see all the different vendors here, especially because they're all over Texas, and I think I saw one from Arizona, so it's cool to be able to see all these other places that I won't normally get to. So cons are just super fun. There's nerd stuff everywhere, and I absolutely love it.
My connection to LubbockCon is I helped start the comic conventions here in West Texas about 10 years ago, and helped run it with Star Comics for 6 years, and I've helped mentor artists all over West Texas during that time period. I ran the Sketch Club and several other things like that, and so I like coming back anytime that LubbockCon happens to help inspire and motivate the next generation of people and help give them opportunities and resources to succeed. It's one of my favorite things to do. I love LubbockCon. It's a great show, great environment, great for the community. I love that it helps other people learn how to do art and do comics and cosplay and all the amazing things that make this such a fun and exciting show.
LubbockCon holds various events throughout the year to promote the annual convention. For more information on how you can get involved, visit the LubbockCon Facebook page at facebook.com/LubbockCon.
Texas Tech is a very diverse community featuring students, faculty, and staff from around the world. Last week, an event was held to illustrate that diversity through artwork. On Friday, the Department of Psychological Sciences held a diversity in art fair and contest in the library. From 1:30 to 3, the Texas Tech community was invited to come out and view pieces of art created by faculty and students. The contest was designed to celebrate underrepresented cultures and diversity. First place won $200, the second place winner received $150, and third place was awarded $100. Along with the cash prize, the winner's artwork will be professionally framed and displayed in the Department of Psychological Sciences collection. The event included light refreshments and a chance to interact with students and faculty in the department.
And in other news, one department in the College of Human Sciences just earned national recognition. The Human Development and Family Studies program was recently named one of the 5 best colleges for human development majors in Texas by Zippia.com. This achievement was earned based off a ranking of student career results, graduating class size, and overall school performance. The College of Human Sciences is home to various laboratories and programs that help the department earn the recognition, including a Child Development Research Center and an Early Head Start program. Linda Hoover, the Dean of College of Human Sciences, commented on the recognition saying, "I am pleased the excellence of the department has been recognized and rewarded through this ranking. Our faculty truly cares about the student's success and works hard to provide a quality educational experience that will give our graduates a solid foundation and every opportunity to succeed." After a windy weekend, fire danger around the South Plains is back on the rise. It's hard to believe that just over a week ago, Lubbock broke the longest dry spell on record.
That's true, Gabrielle, and even though the dry, windy weather will be back soon, it looks like we're getting a nice escape from the dust and possible wildfires today. Let's take a look at the MCTV forecast. It's a beautiful day on the Memorial Circle Cam. Clear skies and a lot of sunshine have allowed temperatures to climb into the low 60s. We're also seeing just a slight breeze, but nothing too close to what we expected this past weekend. Tonight, the mild temperatures will continue with the low expected to finish around 40 degrees. Overnight clouds will begin to move into the area and we'll see overcast conditions by mid-Tuesday morning. During the day on Tuesday, the clouds will stick around, but temperatures will be even warmer with a high in the low to mid-70s. Winds will again be light, so it should be a pretty nice day despite the gloomy skies. Tomorrow night, the clouds will stay in the area and temperatures will drop into the mid-40s. We'll also see an increase in winds after midnight. On Wednesday, we'll start the day with more clouds and steadily increasing winds. By noon, the wind speeds will kick into high gear and we could see gusts up to 40 miles per hour. Wednesday's high is predicted to reach the upper 60s before sunset, but the winds will keep it feeling much cooler. By nightfall, the winds will begin to fall off and the low should drop in the mid-30s. Luckily, after the winds stop on Wednesday, we should see an escape from the gusty conditions through the rest of the week. Thursday will bring a return of clear skies and mild temperatures with highs in the low 60s. Thursday night, skies will remain clear and the overnight low is forecast to fall in the low 30s. Looking ahead, a mix of mostly clear skies and warming conditions should make for a very nice weekend.
As we mentioned earlier, it was a big weekend at the United Supermarkets Arena as Tech hosted a top 25 men's basketball matchup.
But that wasn't the only big thing happening for Tech athletics. MCTV's Casey Buscher joins us again with a rundown of headlines from this past weekend in sports. Casey?
Thanks, Alyssa and Gabrielle. After a long and exciting weekend of Texas Tech sports, I hope everyone is recharged and ready to take on the week. Last Saturday, history was made in Lubbock. For the first time in history, College Game Day came to town for our Texas Tech men's basketball team. Students began camping out for College Game Day Friday afternoon with over 10 hours left until the event. Tech President Lawrence Skubanek and head coach Chris Beard treated the students with late Friday night free food for their loyalty to the program. The Red Raiders took on the Jayhawks on Saturday for their fourth sellout of the season. The atmosphere was incredible. Fans came out, they were loud and rowdy for the whole day. There were special appearances from two-time Super Bowl champion Danny Amendola, Patrick Mahomes, and Cliff Kingsbury. Coach Chris Beard said it was a great day for the Texas Tech men's basketball program and that the crowd was unbelievable. He spoke about having this a recurring weekend for the program. Freshmen Jarrett Culver and Zaire Smith put the team on their back, scoring for a combined 38 points as they began the run with 4 minutes left in the game, trailing the Jayhawks. Naeem Stevenson with the three, with good ball movement from the team, brings Tommy Hamilton his first three of the night. The second three no good, but Zaire came up with the rebound and dunk put back. Brandon Francis with a good cut down the lane was found by Hamilton. Culver's three tying up the game 68-68. Keenan finds Norrance on the cut for a clean layup. Finishing out the highlights, we have point guard Keenan Evans going coast to coast for the score. Coming up short, the Red Raiders fell to the Jayhawks 74-72. The Red Raiders look to bounce back tonight as they face West Virginia tonight in Morgantown at 8 p.m. Catch all the action on ESPN2. Texas Tech men's track and field claimed their first ever indoor conference title this weekend. The Red Raiders made program history, securing their first ever Big 12 championship. They are currently number 1 in the country. 33 men and 29 women hailed all Big 12 honors this weekend, totaling 62 top 8 finishes overall. Oderudu and Hudson were awarded the Big 12 High Point Performer of the meet award for both of their 1-2 finishes in the men's 60-meter dash and the 200-meter dash. Coach Kitley recapped the meet. "This is just the best team that we've ever had. I am so proud of these kids and the way they pushed and competed. It really was a great team effort. It took everyone today." Next up, the Red Raiders will take a week of rest before traveling to the NCAA Indoor Track and Field Championships in College Station on March 9th and 10th. Texas Tech baseball is currently ranked 3rd in the country. This past weekend, Tech baseball clinched the series against UTSA behind a 3-0 victory on Sunday afternoon. The win marked the 3rd straight shutout by the Red Raiders. It's the first time since 2016 that Tech has held its opponent scoreless in at least 3 games, and it's the first instance since April 2014 against Prairie View A&M that Tech has posted back-to-back shutouts against the same team. Tech baseball is currently undefeated as they head to UT Rio Grande Valley for a midweek game. First pitch is scheduled tomorrow at noon. That's all for sports. Back to you, Gabrielle and Alyssa.
Thanks, Casey. So, Gabrielle, did you make it out to the USA this weekend?
I sure did, and even though we lost, I had a great time.
That's all for today's edition of the MCTV Weekday Update.
Thanks so much for joining us, and be sure to check ttuhub.net every day for more news. We'll see you on Thursday.